Today's video is how do you know if you've made the right choice on which college or university to attend as an athlete? In my opinion, the short answer is you don't. As much as you want to put your best research and look to dot your I's and cross all your T's to make the best possible educated decision for yourself, until you get to the university and start living the new college life, you don't know. Let's be honest. It kind of prompted me to make this video because this past couple of weeks I've been getting a lot of calls and texts about college soccer ID camps, which, by the way, I have a presentation. You guys can go on YouTube channel and look for it on what we think are common mistakes that people may make when it comes to soccer ID camps, and of course not waste their money. But all that college talk, we're not even in June yet, and I'm getting all these emails and questions kind of prompt me to just talk about this matter a little bit, because there were a couple questions that, parents and athletes are nervous, have they made the right decision to attend XYZ university or college? So the process starts earlier and earlier. Girls, because quote unquote they mature faster, they start their college recruiting process probably sophomore year, late sophomore year. Boys usually junior year. You find what schools you're interested in. There's a lot of college assistant companies that can help you and guide you through the process on which colleges and which universities to choose. You shouldn't have just your top choices. You should have middle of the pack choices, as well as your safe zone colleges based on your interests, based on the curriculum you want to follow, based on your GPA, all kinds of different factors that should go into your decision making. But once you make a list of those universities or colleges, and you start approaching, and I'm talking about now athletes. I'm talking about in specific soccer, but it applies to other sports as well. Maybe football is probably a little bit different, but in particular soccer, once you make your list, of the colleges that you're interested in and why you're interested, you got to start approaching your choices, coaching staff, introduce yourselves, send out emails. I think one of the most common mistakes that athletes make is being too generic on their emails. Coaches need to be addressed and need to be shown that you really have an interest in going to that school. You're the product, right? The coaching staff of that particular university is the buyer. They need to, love your product. So you just sending an email saying, I'm interested in your program, in your school, I would like to have you come and see me, is not good enough. You have to write an email that's specific. Why are you interested in that school? Because it has the curriculum that you're interested in, because the campus, because the classes are tailored, small, and that suits your personality, because the graduating 6 midfielders and you're a midfielder and you can definitely help them, because you tour with the professors and you realize their credentials, because the more detail you can give to a coach, the more they know that you've done extensive research on that college, and if they recruit you, you'll be happy and a good fit there. And that's very important, again, in going back to, did I make the right decision to go into that school? So once you do, that, and you start visiting schools, you get to know the coaching staff, you get to know the other players that you're going to be, in contact with for the next 4 years. You visit the campus, you look at the classes, you look at the dormitories, maybe go there and visit over a weekend, see what college life is like in that particular university. I mean, there's just so many things you can do to increase the possibility of you being happy there for the next 4 years. But at the end of the day, you can never be sure. And it shows every year when freshmen finish their first initial year and they transfer out. They transfer out because of financial situations. They transfer out because they just don't like the fit. They don't like, their life in that university, how it went for the past year. They don't like the way their athletic life is, their collegiate life. There could be a million reasons why it was not a good life for the first year. So no matter how much of a research you do, no matter how much you get to know about that particular school that you want to attend, reality is that until you go there, you're really not going to know. Did you make the right choice or not? But let's say that, it wasn't the perfect scenario. It wasn't the ideal situation that you pictured. What are you going to do? Are you going to be like everybody else and transfer out? Are you that miserable that you need to leave that school and go find another solution? Well, in some kids, yes. They just can't stand it. And they're looking for another solution. Or are you going to grind it out and possibly improve your athletic relationship with maybe the coaching staff or your teammates? Maybe improve your academic relationship with your professors, with other college, students. Attitude has a lot to do with it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that under no circumstances should you transfer out. Hey, that's your choice. There are legitimate, reasons that you have to transfer out. But there's also a lot of kids that transfer out on the drop of a dime because they just find adversity and challenges and they just don't want to stick it out. And that may have to do with a lot with your attitude that you brought into your collegiate career. Maybe you've been used to, being a golden sunshine boy or a girl that is getting everything his or her way, that has some above average skill, and everywhere you go, doors open up for you. But now you got a challenge. And guess what? Your attitude is, well, it's too hard. I'm going to go someplace else. You don't get to do a lot of do-overs in life. So before transferring out, exhaust every opportunity, every chance to analyze your current situation and think, should I transfer out? Am I in a dire need? Am I that miserable out here that I need to transfer out to another school? Or I need to grind it out. I need to stick it out. I need to succeed. Because guess what? Life doesn't give you a lot of do-overs. Peace.